up, you guys? It's Mary.
And Elma.
You guys a like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below today. You guys, we are finally getting to Love Is Blind. I know the whole season is already over. They've already had the reunion and all that stuff. We just started watching it maybe 4 days ago. So we are about to watch episode 4. We're going to go ahead and review episodes 1, 2, 3 of Love Is Blind. And we're just going to go ahead and finish it this week so you guys can have it. I know the reunion was this past weekend. But we're actually
someone
tuned
actually
in.
asked us to do that, one of our subscribers.
Yes. So sorry we're late, sis, but we're back. We're here.
You.
Yes. Well, we're going to go ahead and get
into... I mean, we're late because it's over. But they asked us, I think, when the reunion was just getting ready to start.
Yeah. They just kind of just asked us because we really weren't watching it for real,
no,
but
we
decided to do it.
Yeah.
So we hope you guys enjoy this video. And while you're at it, please give it a like and share and subscribe if you're not already subscribed.
Yes.
But we're going to get right into it, you guys. I think let's go ahead and talk. Well, we're on episode 3. We have gone through all the proposals and the couples are in their havens. I think the couples now are SK and Raven. Nancy and Bartiz, and then it is
Colleen and Matt.
And then it's Alexa and Matt.
Yeah, no, Brennan, Alexa,
Brandon and Alexa. I want to talk about the love triangle first with Bartiz.
Cole.
Yes.
Yeah, you said so. Okay.
But I want to talk about Bartiz, SK, Raven, and Nancy. Those 4.
Okay.
I was going to talk about those ones.
Okay.
Now, Raven, my thing with Raven, I just never feel like she was actually feeling Bartiz like that.
Yeah.
I felt like when she sat down there, she was doing her jumping jacks while he was talking about how his mom, I think what happened was his mom apparently had dated somebody in the past or whatever. He had gone with his dad and their family to a restaurant. The guy saw her there, pulls her out on the dance floor with the 2 kids, started dancing with her or whatever.
Some song that they had, a song, I think, at their engagement, that they were engaged.
Yeah, at one point
I
or
guess
whatever.
Nobody knew.
Yes, so he pulls them out and he's dancing with her, which I thought was very disrespectful. Me, if I am a woman,
the father
I
would not.
There, I feel like
after that, it triggered their divorce, and that hurt the family.
Me personally, I feel like if I'm really in love with my husband, if I was engaged to somebody and you're sitting down here trying to play a song, I would actually walk my ass out of the restaurant. Like, as soon as I see you and I know how you are, and I know you might be wanting things, I am going to actually be like, babe, I have an ex here.
It might be a shock, right? And I also feel
a shock. I'm like, if I'm seeing you and I see you eyeing me and stuff like that, I'm not gonna sit down here and even give you an opportunity to do some foolishness to ruin my marriage. Like, I am happily married. I have my 2 kids here.
Yeah.
We ain't doing this.
Yes.
And if you call me out there, I want to be like, it's over. Don't you see I'm married? Like,
nobody knew that she was engaged.
Well, I'm sorry, babe. You know, I never told you this. I was engaged before this man here. Sorry, I never told you. I was ashamed. Whatever lie I gotta make up.
I hear what you're saying, but I also feel as though
you will go out there with your husband sitting there.
At the end of the day, also the man's job is also to protect. So I feel as though he also should have gotten up. A man takes your wife and your 2 children to go dance in the center of a room, and you sit back to. What are you sitting down for? And you're a husband, you know something. If I have to fight this man off by myself while my husband is sitting down.
Hey, Delama. I hope I said that right. Hey, girl.
I'm sorry. If I gotta do all that, I'm gonna start looking at you some kind of way. That okay?
You can't even protect me.
You can't even protect me. A whole man not only took me, but your 2 children to the center of a room, and you were nowhere to be found.
Well, maybe they were doing some surprise. Maybe he was also in shock.
Yeah, forget about the shock. You're the man. Like, protector. Where the protector at? What? It's like if you go into a club, right, and someone just grabs you and is taking you and going. I mean, you can't just keep on saying, oh, well, my wife just went. But you don't know what she's doing. Maybe she's doing this, trying to remove his hand. You don't know. You're nowhere to be found as the husband. If you can't protect me, I'm sorry. She's gonna look at you some kind of way. I mean,
I just wonder who initiated the divorce. I wonder if it was his mom or it was his father.
But he said it was never the same. But he said all this. Raven is there doing her jumping out. Now, this is what I think about Raven and Batiste. Raven, she said she's a bottle girl and she does bartending. I know they say love is blind. However, sometimes you can tell by someone's
Voice,
their
mannerisms, for
you
sure.
can you really
You can tell.
you can tell. At least I mean I am able to tell where people are from their voices. Actually, I can actually tell. Like what part of the world they're from, probably. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just feel like with Batiste, she probably is used to people like him
Mhm.
that she meets,
Mhm.
shallow people
Yes.
that she meets in her bottle job or bottle career. I did not even know what a bottle girl was.
I had to tell her because
Yeah,
I had a
explain to
friend
me.
who was a bottle
And
girl.
I was like, how did you know this?
Well, I was like, well, I mean, I had a friend in college who was a bottle girl or whatever. She was in the
I was like,
nightlife.
oh,
I was like,
okay.
well,
I
they
said-
just come out with the bottles and look
I
sexy,
said, where were
really.
you? Where did you see those? I was like, oh. But anywho, I mean,
I went
look,
there
people
one
be wrong.
time. Thank
It
you.
doesn't matter. You can go there 300 times. It doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is, like, right, this. So she looking at, but she just hearing his voice, and she like, these are the dudes I deal with every day. Dudes
And-
like this, and they ain't about shit, and I ain't got time. So now you tell me about your story. Let me do my job, jobs.
And then she's making it obvious.
And she's
Obviously,
making noise, like all that. So he says, I mean,
are you doing
serious?
jumbo jacks? Like, are you
But you know
serious?
what is so funny? The next day he comes, right, to break up with her.
He has fake money all on the floor.
His feelings,
Say you should go do your thing.
yeah, do
kind
your
of
thing,
insult
girl.
her.
Do your thing,
Like
girl.
she's a stripper,
As
but
she's
she's
a
not
stripper,
a
and he trying to get on the
bottle.
pole.
Girls do not take anything off. Let's just be
So he's
honest.
doing all of that, but she gotta have something for him, boo boo. And she says, well, yeah, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna spray it on the girls. So at least she could say, yeah, Batiste did this. So already she letting you know, yeah, she gonna talk about you. She gonna spray it to the girls. And then so he gets upset, so he starts saying, well, this is not gonna work. Now this is my thing, Batiste.
Well, he was already throwing shade about how you were doing jumbo jacks, like you weren't serious.
Yeah.
That like he was still throwing all that shade.
But the thing is, my thing was this: you came to break up with her, but
he went to put her in her place.
Yes, you wanted her to dance though. You're not seeing her, but you wanted her to dance while you're on the other side of the wall, and then after you were gonna break up with her. It did not work though. So while he was trying to do his little breakup soliloquy, she jumped in front of you because she know who you is, she know how you be, and was like, yeah, I knew this was not gonna work anyway because something.
I have a bad connection with someone anyway, and I actually want to go that way anyway. So thank you for your services. Next, and then he went with a little.
Like, took all the words, all the pent up stuff. You had it planned.
He had to swallow it.
And you better go get Nancy. Second choice. Oh well.
Yeah. So he went to go get Nancy, and then he basically said, well, you always make my day happy. You would not believe the day I had. But now let me come and propose to you and all this stuff.
With your tail
Nancy. Anyway, long story short, she accepted his proposal, but not Andrew's.
Yes.
Andrew, I did not feel like was serious at all. This man talking about kung fu sex and how he can come without ejaculating, how he can have an orgasm. Like, what bota bata was this? What bota bata were you talking on? What is this bota bata? And they said, I've been to Iraq. I've been with Maasai blankets. First of all, let me tell you something about the Maasai, because I actually met them. Okay, I actually met them. So there'll be.
Oh, do you have a picture?
Let me pull up the picture real quick. Because the thing is, if you're with the Maasai and you're sleeping underneath the blankets, you don't have to do shit because they can
talk
protect
about carcass.
you.
Yeah, talking about
dead carcasses.
How he saw as they tore the lions tore their prey and all this stuff.
Let me tell you something, boo. The lions actually are scared of the Maasai. Yeah, let's be honest. Look, when they see the Maasai, they run the other way.
Well, first of all, we live here in
This
Tanzania.
was me with the Maasai.
Oh yeah, do you have a?
Yeah, so. Listen, when I saw this man, I said he was a blackberry, and I was so quick to marry him. And like the first week, my mom stopped me.
We had just arrived. We had not even been here for I said, "Girl, you." I will turn around and take my ass back to America. You ain't finna come here and go with my son. I said, where is his people? Where he from? We saw the guy. He had like 100 cows.
He had 100.
Right?
Oh my God,
The
that man!
guy-
He was so
the
damn
driver
fine.
who was with us, the driver was like, "Oh yeah." He's like, he must be one of the chief's son. Like,
Oh wait,
him.
hold on, press
Which
play.
one was the chief? Who was the one who was the chief? He said he must be a son, the chief, or the
He
son
must
of
be
a
the
chief,
son of a chief.
or something. He said because he has all these cows, so that means he's really wealthy and stuff like
I
that.
might go back there. I'm not gonna lie,
So-
y'all.
so
It's
which-
still
oh,
not
yeah,
off
show
the
that
table.
one. That was
I
the
was
one.
a little plumper here, but yes, it's this one. Yeah, this one I
so
liked.
That's the one.
Yeah, he
So
was
so
so
hilarious.
he was so fine. Like
Yeah, he
he was tall, honey.
He was easy on the eyes.
he
That's for
was
sure.
fine. His skin was so rich. I was just like, oh, this man is a black bear, honey. Let me get some of that juice.
We better get onto the show.
Listen. I really want y'all to be honest. If y'all think I should go back there and just hang it
No.
up and go get married, I want y'all to say yay. If y'all think
And go
no,
live in
I
the
should wait.
village. Okay.
I will go do that, and I will be doing my fashion business on the side. I'll come visit you every now and then. I know where you live. But y'all let me know because I'm still thinking about him, and I just felt like we had a connection.
Yes.
But mom, by the time I looked at mom and I looked at the Dalali who was driving us, and them laughing, and then them judging me silently, I was like,
judging, and he was not laughing. He was like,
he was like,
later on, he talked to me about it. But yeah, so moving right along. No, that's our little
tea
So
time.
yeah, you talking about how
Masai blanket.
if
The
you-
Masai will be defending
protecting
you.
you ain't got to do nothing, no Andrew. And
Child, please. If
He
they
was
see the
just,
Masai,
like,
you're taking
bragging.
pictures. They will be scared of the Masai. They will be quivering
Yeah.
like.
I mean, we're in Tanzania. It's like they like people know them for their security.
Exactly.
In fact, we there was a story. They said when the Maasai were here, when they were doing security here in Tanzania, they will come with their spears, their actual spears, and
They used to kill lions.
And so the government had to tell them you can't carry those spears around. So they have to carry like this heavy stick. Oh, I had an opportunity to buy one.
It's like a really
Yeah.
heavy stick with like a huge ball at the bottom
At
of
the
it where
end,
you
and
can
then-
probably just knock somebody else.
Yeah, so they keep that one instead of this, spear. But anywho, yeah, Andrew was full of horsehair.
Fluff.
Full of so
I've been
much
here,
stuff.
I've been there, I have money
Yeah.
here, I did it. I'm like,
And a
Andrew,
woman
child,
who's
please.
already in her 30s, like she will know you're full of shit. Like
Yeah.
I will not have wasted, not even
2 seconds. You said you would have wasted half a second
as
on
soon as
him.
he opens his mouth. Now he has a very nice voice, but as soon as he opens his mouth, it will be like,
Next.
Yeah.
Thank you. Next.
yeah. Any woman who's in her 30s, they ain't wasting time with you, Andrew. They can see you a mile away. But the arrogance. He seemed so sure of himself
Yeah.
that he was going to.
He looked at Bartiz. He said, I'm probably going to get this one before you ever get her.
I know.
And he was so
Yeah,
sure.
he was so arrogant, right? You could see that in his face, like, And then in the end, he's sitting there doing his little tears.
And then he was like, and then the recording
says,
him as he
do
puts
this?
can I put the tears in my eyes? He's like, I
And the
never
producer-
thought I could fall for somebody who will
And
make
and
me
the
cry.
producer says, well, if your eyes are hurting, you
Yeah,
can't.
I was like,
And he's doing that for the tears, like you're such a. But we saw the fakeness in him anyway.
I'm
not
so happy
surprised.
she didn't choose him, but also
Yeah.
I'm not really sure about Bartiz, if I'm being honest either.
Well, what I do know is he probably will be a very good
Lover.
and probably that is what she's like, ooh. And it seemed as though when they were
She
in the tub,
seems so nervous. She's like,
and he seemed like,
I got it.
yeah,
I got this.
This is my scene right here. Yeah, that's why Raven didn't want you, because she knew you were about that scene. But Baptiste, I ain't mad at you though. I ain't mad at no Baptiste.
But yeah, I thought that was quite interesting with them.
Very
But let's
interesting.
talk about Zainab and Cole. Well, Cole had a connection with Colleen, and he also had a connection with Zainab.
But Colleen didn't want to
Colleen-
go deep. That's what she said. And I'm like, if you don't want to go deep, how do you want to get married? I'm confused.
Well, I feel like maybe he just wasn't the one. I feel like Cole is all over the place. I feel like
And how do you say I don't do deep? I actually don't go deep. I'm not vulnerable. I was just like, then
What?
why are you here?
what
Because
are you doing here?
I'm sure you're supposed to get married after this whole thing.
Right.
Why are you here? And how do you get married without getting deep? You guys answer that question. Like, do you need to go deep and be vulnerable in order to be married to someone? Do you think that's a good thing or no? I mean, I think it's important to be able to be open. I think your
Are
vulnerability
we
is your
asking that
openness.
question?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just wondering. I've never even thought about that. But just for her to come out and just say it like as though, yeah, I don't do deep. Huh?
If
It was
his
odd.
father and his
She said she
mother,
likes to keep things light and fluffy.
my thing is, if your father was a serial killer, I'm gonna need to know that information,
No.
so I know not to marry your ass. So my grandkids ain't around his crazy ass. So as far as I'm concerned, yes,
Yeah,
you do need to
gotta
go deep. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to know
funny.
who the hell you're marrying, who you're marrying. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah.
Like
So it was just odd. I was just like, you don't do deep.
I
Okay.
think she just doesn't do
You
deep
want to
with
keep.
Cole.
Oh, okay. Now Cole was a really character. I
Well,
don't
mom
know.
thought he was bi at first because he was
Yeah.
all over the place.
Well, I got
Well,
I
not
got
because
that.
bi people are all
No,
over the place or whatever. But what was
no.
it? I can't remember what you said
I
it
just
was.
thought that he was bi.
Yeah,
That's
she
what
felt
I
like he
thought.
put off that energy.
I just thought that he was bi. That's what I think. I actually think, and I hope he's not another Carlton deceiving people without telling them. So that's what Carlton did, and
The
it
guy
really
from The
annoyed
Bachelor.
me. No, from Love Is Blind.
Oh.
From Love Is Blind, wasn't it the first one? Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
first one. If you're bi, just tell people. I just think it's deceitful. So
Yeah.
anyway, I think he's bi. That's what I think. I don't know. Anyone who knows him, or Cole, if you're listening, let us know.
Or
And
send an email.
and then why didn't you tell her? If you are, then why didn't you say anything? But I thought he was bi. The other thing is, I don't know if I take him seriously.
I can't.
I don't know if he is either just putting on, saying things like, "Oh, I'm so happy."
Put her
It just
in a
seemed like he was
magazine.
putting. I just felt like he was
fake.
He was fake
Yeah.
and putting on a show, saying whatever. Yes, I'm falling in love right now. I was just like, is he for real? Is he just
I don't
playing
know.
a
He just
game?
didn't seem genuine.
Is he just there? Maybe is he trying to get an acting gig? I don't know.
I
But
know.
we will see.
I also feel
I
like
don't know.
Cole and Zaynab, they're not going to be a good match because
No.
he is so all over the place. And she seems kind of calm, like she likes her peace. I feel like it's going to take one time for you to mock my nighttime routine for me to tell your ass to go sleep on the couch.
She's one of those people, and I don't know if because of
I don't think she
the
has
death of the
patience either.
parents. She doesn't have patience, but she seems to be very regimented in everything, not just her nighttime routine. See her do her little ironing, and it seems to be as though
she probably needs structure because her parents died, so they're not the ones who gave it to her. So she had to kind of do that on her own.
Probably. But it might just take a little ningle to have her set off. And Cole is just the person to set her off because, like, he is. So we will see, how that's going to work. And then he got up. He said that she says, he got up. He didn't talk to anybody for and I don't know if that's just his routine. And I thought to myself,
well, no, because they had sex that night, and she felt like he had not talked to her at all
he
that
didn't
day.
talk to you, but guess what, Zaynab, you're also not talking to him. Like, it doesn't make any sense. He didn't talk to you. Okay, my partner didn't talk to me. We just had sex. Why are you waiting for him to talk to you first? Go ahead and talk to him. Now, if he says, don't talk to me, okay, then we. But, sometimes it's so interesting when you see couples. It's like, he didn't talk to me all day. And you think, okay, but you didn't talk to him all day too.
Well, I'm the woman. You're the man. You should contact me first.
No, that's not. You're married. You just had sex.
They are engaged.
Oh, you're engaged. Okay, you just had intimacy. Like, come on.
And the thing is, I don't really know you because it's the first time I'm ever meeting you. So it's kind of like you're having sex with a stranger.
You're sharing the same bed. Come on. He got up. He didn't say hi. Did you say hi? He went, brushed his teeth. You also did. Said nothing. Went to take a shower. He came, looked at you for a while as you were ironing, saying nothing. And then he says, I'm going to take a shower. Mm-hmm. Like,
oh, I guess someone just has to break the ice. I don't know. Maybe it's awkward after you have sex.
Why not you, Zaynab? So don't start complaining. It's way too early. But yeah, and then Cole, while they're in the thing, he's like, Oh, conversation's getting boring. Let's talk about something else. I don't know. Cole, he
Let's
is
talk about tigers
doing a
and
show.
lions. That's more interesting
I
to
have no
you
idea what the
than
hell
us
he was
talking about our
doing.
daily routine. Maybe
I have
I
no
don't
idea. I
know.
don't think that this is gonna work.
It's not going to work.
Zena.
Oh,
Oh,
let's talk about Raven and SK.
oh boy.
SK, I don't know if that's going to work either.
Yeah. Raven. She's
He's from a
too.
polygamous family. Red flag.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a red flag, but I just SK seems to be quite on. Also, he says all the right things. We'll do it your way. Everything can be great. Yes, honey. And to me, it seems as though she really wants to be with a Nigerian guy. She says she has a lot of Nigerian friends. Her two best friends are from Nigeria, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that she really wanted a Nigerian guy. He seems to be saying all the right things. They
Yeah.
have to also continue to look deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but there's something about Raven that's very kind of
Off.
off a little bit too. I'm not sure why she's in this show. Um, because that's why I said this will end badly. I don't think it's going to work. I mean, I'm still trying to think. We've talked about how many couples now. Now, Alexa and
Brennan,
Brennan.
I feel like
I
it
was
could work.
feeling like that one could work
Because
until he was there saying, I love you. And she's like this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. As he continued to talk, and I was just like, no. And then finally, she went in and kissed him. So I don't know, but I'm rooting for them. Maybe because she's plump like myself. Well, I'm fat and she's plump,
Mom, you're
or
plump. You're
plus
not
size.
fat. You're plump.
I am morbidly obese. Let's not tell lies, but that's okay. I know that, and I'm actually working on it. So yeah.
Anyway,
But let's let's not pretend that's the last thing. That's the last thing. Yeah. Let's not pretend and start telling lies. But anywho, but I'm rooting. I'm really rooting for them, and
but
and
what do
stuff
you
like
think
that.
about Colleen and Matt? Colleen, it
It's
seemed
quite
like
needy.
I feel like she's very
She's
needy.
very needy.
And I feel like she needs attention. I feel like she's like
Yes.
myself a little bit because I can be very needy and I love attention.
Oh, please don't say
To
that.
not like attention like that or whatever, but I love somebody to love on me, if that makes sense. You know what I'm
Colleen
saying?
seems to have very low self-esteem.
Yeah. We don't I don't think we match up there. But I
Okay,
do
that's
see
why I was like, Colleen
No.
does not remind me of you at all.
No, not like in that sense, but I'm just
At
like
all.
in the sense of like, I want to have a partner who's there or whatever.
Colleen is not
Good
ready.
morning, Gwendolyn. How are you, beautiful?
Hi, Gwendolyn. Colleen is not ready for a relationship. I think Colleen.
You don't think she is?
I don't think so.
I think
The
she was
whole
going
thing
through
that she was
rejection.
doing, how, and I got rejected again, and then I got rejected again. I hope he doesn't reject me.
And I feel like she kind of led with
Colleen-
sex a little bit because she was like, "Well, I'm very limber.
Yes,
I'm
I'm a
flexible.
ballerina.
I'm a ballerina."
I'm still doing it professionally. Like she led with that to get men intrigued, and there's no reason for that, Colleen. You're enough how you are, whether you're a dancer or not.
Yeah.
A guy should like you for just you being you, breathing air.
Yeah.
Love your energy and whatever. But you don't have to lead with what you do, what you have, and all that. It's not my body and all. It's not necessary. Um, I think Colleen needs
Therapy.
therapy. I do. I think
Yeah.
she just needs therapy before she tries to get into a relationship.
Yeah.
So because of that, it's not going to work. I think Matt has seen Colleen. Matt really wants to get married. He's ready to get married.
But I was very
And-
shocked that he and his about the whole situation with his wife,
Yeah, that
where
was
apparently
tough.
they had gone on a break. She
Had sex with his
I-
friend, wasn't it? It had a baby.
unprotected sex and got
Did
pregnant.
he catch her? I don't
No.
know.
Let's not add additional lines.
I don't know
It was
because I
so-
don't know. I can't. But yeah, it was very tragic. But he seems to be over it. He's ready to get married and move on. But I don't think he's going to work with Colleen. I don't think so.
Okay, I'm okay. Okay, Gwendolyn says, I'm okay. You ladies are full of happiness. Colleen is very insecure. She seems desperate. Yeah, I got those vibes as well, Gwendolyn. Not
Yeah.
even gonna lie.
Mhm.
I just
So.
felt like maybe Colleen has some healing to do. I
Mm.
don't know if it'll work with Matt. You know what situation I feel like it'll be? That crazy girl who was in the closet for 20 hours.
Oh, yeah. Nick and Danielle. Yeah,
Yes.
the one who
You
broke up.
know,
It's
he
gonna
looked
be too
left,
much. It's
he
gonna be
looked
too
right,
much.
and he divorced her ass before
It's
a
gonna
year
be
could
too
even
much.
wrap up.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I don't. I've looked at all the couples.
Who do you think's gonna make it? Because we haven't watched the rest of it
We've
yet,
not
so
watched
this is
anything.
our.
You guys, please don't tell us.
Do not tell us, okay? Please. We have
I
what
mean-
9 more episodes to watch until we're done. We'll watch 3 more today, then review the next tomorrow.
Right now, I'm gonna just, I'm such an optimist, but right now I'm gonna say none. Right now, I'm going to say none, and I am such an optimist. I'm really hoping, Alex, but I'm just going with my gut. I'm going with my gut. Right now, I'm saying none.
Yeah.
Now, if the romantic in me, the optimist will say, I want Alexia and Brennan,
Yeah.
and then I also want Batiste and Nancy.
Really?
Yes. The young guy, the older woman.
I don't know what it is with Bartiz, but I feel like there were some things that just kind of turned me off about him when he was with Nancy. It just seemed like he was a little, I want to say controlling, but a little bit like, I don't know.
Well, I love the fact that he kind of took a little bit of charge. And I think the reason why is because Nancy, for all her 30-something-year-old and, ooh, I'm going to get this young guy, there was a lot of nervousness. A lot of nervousness on her part.
Yeah.
Maybe becoming physical, right?
Yeah.
With him. Or maybe she was just feeling like, will he like me or whatever? Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there was a lot of nervousness. And it was very interesting to see Batiste, I guess, in his element.
I think Mom's thinking about getting herself a younger man. That's why she's laughing so much. Anyway.
You need to stop. You actually need to stop.
No, but the llama says that I feel like, I hope I'm saying your name right, girl. I think it's Dal Ama, right? Dal Ama. I hope I said it right, girl. But I feel like Matt was her last choice. And there she went to him after the other 2 guys who rejected her. Who rejected her? It was Cole first.
I think that was her choice.
That was her third
last choice. You're right. That was her last choice.
Yeah, I don't know if she was really feeling Matt's like that. But now she's like, okay, well, he's here. I guess he's a little taller than her, so I guess that's nice as well. But I don't know.
And Matt has a little swag to him.
He does have swag. He got some swag. He got a little swaggeroo.
But I don't think Coley, no. And I feel bad because it will be nice for him. He's ready to find someone, but no.
I don't think Colleen's ready.
Yeah. You know what I will love to see SK do? I will love to see SK just be yourself with Raven. Don't try to. I hope, SK, be yourself. Don't try to kind of morph yourself into something that you think she wants. I hope you just be yourself.
Yeah.
Like say what you need to say, because at the end of the day, it's not going to work if you're not yourself. That's the only thing I will say with SK. So
yeah, that was pretty harsh. Getting rejected twice messed with her ego. Girl, sometimes I feel like, man's rejection is a blessing in disguise. He rejected you, girl. Hop up on that horse and be like, okay, you're not for me. Continue to date, continue to go out there. I can't totally see how it can hurt your ego. Because I remember one day I was on a dating app and I had gone through some rejection and I was quite depressed for 2 days.
Yeah.
But I feel like we as women, we have to be able to bounce back to find our person.
Yeah.
Or maybe just take a step back. See, why am I attracting these people? Maybe it's something on the inside, So I don't know.
Yeah.
I would just say, if you're rejected, bounce back. And just say, what, it's a blessing. It might sting a little, of course, but, don't let their rejection be the reason why you choose a bad person. Like somebody who's not good for your future.
Yeah.
That's all that I will say for Colleen. But I hope it works out with her and Matt. You know, it will be nice. But I'm seeing some red flags with her already. Yeah. I just don't know.
Yeah, that's what I will say. I mean, I think also because she led with her whole I am a ballerina.
Limber. I am
Yes, I'm very
flexible.
like I am a ballerina. You're so much more than that. You got to
Yeah.
find out the more that you are. That has nothing to do with your dancing, you
Do
know.
some inner work, girl.
And then yeah, you don't have to even lead with that. Just be who you are. So that's my advice. But I'm
Be
not a therapist.
yourself.
But
Be
you definitely need.
yourself.
She needs a little bit of therapy,
Be
I think.
yourself. I can't
Um,
remember where I heard that
it is
song from.
time to leave because the mosquitoes are biting me.
Yes, we have got to go.
My face.
But no, it is Mary.
And I thank you
And
guys so
much
much
for
for
joining
joining
us.
us.
But no, we're going to come back tomorrow. We're
Hmm.
going to go inside now and watch 3 more episodes. Hopefully, we can be done like reviewing everything by the end of the week or whatever.
Yeah.
But we're going to go ahead and do another live tomorrow. If you guys want a specific time for us to go ahead and do a live for this Love is Blind, let us know.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you guys so much for joining us
And
on our Love
remember,
is
do
Blind.
not tell us what
What's
went
going
down.
on? We have not watched anything. We have only watched 3 episodes. We have
it.
9 more to go.
What now? Will it be egg on our face? If all of them are in love, all of them are still together, they love each other. Oh my goodness, you'll be egg on my face, but I will be so happy for them.
If some of them stay together, I give them 6 months. I mean, look at Jared and Ashley.
Yeah.
I mean, that did not last long at all.
Jared did Ashley. Okay.
Was it Ashley or what was her name?
Her name was
Jared
something
and
else.
Ayana.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was his second choice.
Well, that was never going to work.
That was never going to work. That man was out till 4 a.m. I'm sure he was putting his weenie and other women and all this stuff, probably drinking, smoking, whatever.
I
it was
personally did not think that Jared wanted a black woman. I mean,
no, I don't think
honest.
so.
I don't think so, and I
No.
think that he was disappointed. But he went with Ayana anyway because she seemed like such a sweet girl and who will,
Well, also she
and I think she's biracial too. I think so. But I don't even think he.
So he felt like maybe it was close enough to what he wants. Or
I don't
whatever.
even think so. I think that he just, he wanted what he wanted. That's who, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was that other girl,
Mallory.
Mallory.
And that guy ended up dumping her. I just couldn't know. I just didn't know what it was about Salvador. Like, it was just something off about him.
Salvador felt less than when he was with her. And I'm happy he dumped her and left her the hell alone. The girl owns her whole condominium of stuff. Like, she, outright owns it. And then not only that, like, she has all these dreams.
Hispanic,
she
though?
has all these, she makes very good money. And the man had a roommate and was doing his guitar playing in the streets, I believe. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But this is what I'm saying.
Mom, please.
Sometimes you gotta bat at your level. You bat at your level. Okay, Salvador, that's your level. Her level is different. Stay out of her level.
Mallory,
that's how I feel.
Salvador,
well, I don't know where, but it's a different level. Okay, Salvador. So I think he recognized, at least the man recognized. He said, "Hey, I cannot do this one. Let me just take let me take my 2 pennies that I'm rubbing together and go this way.
Let me rub my 2 pennies together
before I get embarrassed." And she ended up dumping me anyway. That's how I feel.
I think she just wanted a sweet person.
But she wanted and that's what he did not get. She wanted a sweet person, probably who was one of her people, And I felt bad for her, you know. But hey, maybe she also needs a little more therapy too. Because remember, she was there looking at Jared.
Well, I feel like that's who she typically would date, the African American man.
But the way she was saying it to him. We can
still make it work or whatever.
When she was talking to Jared, she became this other person. I just felt like even with those relationships, she was still not authentically herself.
Yeah.
And this is what it is. We gotta just be who we are.
Be.
Be who you are.
Yeah,
Don't
buddy.
try to mold yourself into something that you're not. Okay, I had an experience. I was talking to this guy who was actually from a different race, and we're talking and whatever. But at the end of the day, I found myself, trying to morph into his own lifestyle in terms of, he loves, out there in the country, doing a little camping and hiking and all this stuff. It's not my forte. Even when I weighed 118 pounds, it still was not my forte. And it certainly ain't gonna be my forte now when I'm, older. Okay. So it wasn't going to work. And I finally just got to that place. It didn't take long. It really didn't take long. I mean, it took maybe a couple of months. I said I had to say, something. I see myself morphing into something that I'm not. This clearly is not going to work. And that was it. Just wasn't going to work.
Yeah, buddy.
So sometimes you just I can't fit myself on this level. That's not where I am. And it
Yeah.
doesn't mean that one level is higher than the other. It's just a different spot. This is not my spot. Going hiking with you is not my spot. It's just not. Okay, sitting out campfire is not my spot. I grew up in Africa. I don't need to go sit on campfire again. I don't. When I grew up laying down and seeing the stars and the moon and the Milky Way above me. You understand? I don't need to go hear the river when I live near the beach. Anywho, that's all I got to say. Let me go. Let me go. I'm tired. And I
It's
got to
late.
go before
Anyway.
I start saying things. Okay.
But thank you guys for watching us today. We will be posting Bachelor in Paradise. We are going to watch the I think the one or the one, because the other one doesn't. The part 2 doesn't come up until tomorrow.
Okay.
So catch us back here tomorrow.
Okay.
It's Mary.
And I'm
We watch us a like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below. Bye. Time to go cook.
I have to.